going to start working with some fresh herbs. Fresh herbs are great aromatics. They have just the most wonderful flavor. I'm sorry you can't smell this, but they add just so much to your soups, your stocks, your finished entrees. They make a great garnish if you'd like to use it. What we have here is some fresh thyme. And a lot of people are concerned, what do I just chop it up like this? But there's stems in here, so you would have to clean it again. What I do is I peel it off stick by stick. As you see, the thyme grows upwards on the sprout. So I hold it by the top and I pull downward and I have my clean thyme come right off the edge. Once again, pull from the top on down. And there you have it. With the little piece that's left at the top, you just clip off the end and you're good to go. But it does seem tedious, but it sure is worth it. There's nothing like the aroma of it. One thing for sure is if you do use fresh herbs, always use them at the end. If your soup or stock or whatever entree you're putting it into, if you put it in at the beginning with your vegetables, it's going to overcook and it's going to get bitter. That's where you would use a dry one instead of a fresh. Dry is already has all the moisture taking out. It can't get bitter. But when you do work with fresh herbs, always make sure that you put them in at the end. And the flavor is just tremendous. Now we have this little bit of thyme here. It's all individual leaves. You can chop it up. You can put it in like that or you can chop it up. And it's just so nice. And a lot of people are afraid of fresh herbs because they might have used them at the beginning of something and it didn't come out the way they wanted, so they don't use them. If they're available in your local market, by all means use them because the flavor is second to none. Now, that's fresh thyme, and they come in a little 2-ounce package. This is probably cost you $3, $4 at a store. If you buy dry thyme, it's like $5 for a little jar of it too. If you buy fresh and you don't use it all, you let it dry and you have it, and you don't have to go out and purchase any more. What we have here is some fresh rosemary. Rosemary is one of the greatest herbs. It can put it in just about anything, from desserts to entrees to breads. It's very versatile. Also too, what you can do with rosemary is a beautiful piece. You can use this as a garnish on a plate. If you put it by a steak, if you put it on top of fresh seafood, different things like that. It makes a wonderful garnish, as the thyme does too. And this is pretty much the same way the vegetable grows up. So you just pull down off the stem. As you see, this is starting to turn colors from the other, which means it's time to use it. Now rosemary, I like to chop up when I use it, when I'm not using it for a garnish, when I use it in a soup or a stew or a stock or something like that, because one of my rules always is that it shouldn't be bigger than the spoon. Well, this is big as a spoon. And that's too much flavor of one type coming at you at one time. It takes away from the rest. So you just chop it up. This is the same way you would chop parsley or something. Just make sure it's a nice sharp knife, good clean board. And there's just the aroma that comes off this is amazing. And that's how you use fresh herbs.